Hey there, thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at Eden Crafters Ocean World. This is a prologue. The game itself is slated for release later this year. And Ocean World is one of the worlds that they've made available in this prologue, so we can actually start messing around and see what the game is all about. I looked into this for a couple of hours and I really like what I see. It has a lot of similarities with games like Planet Crafter, Astroneer, Empyrean, and of course Satisfactory. But you will see that when we start the game. Alright, let's get into it. I will let you read this. So this is the only planet that we can pick right now. Let's call this Muddy Waters. And create. Alright, so I did opt for the tutorial to be on, so we can follow the tutorial really quickly. Learn the basics. Welcome to Ocean World Eden Crafters. So the name of the game is actually Eden Crafters. Ocean World is one of the planets that is available. This game is still in development, and you might run into bugs or unfinished systems. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, let's go. So, you can see that this little gadget that I'm holding is very similar to Planet Crafter, but first we have to take some material out of our spaceship. Click Tab, and move this over. Equip your multi-tool and hold left click to mine resources. And besides the fact that we have to terraform this planet, this multi-tool, similarities really stop with Planet Crafter. Most of the game is really automation. Very similar to Satisfactory. And of course Factorio, back in the day. Right, you can mine rocks everywhere directly from the ground. Okay, so we can just dig in the soil here, you get some rocks. On the left hand side, you can see that. So let's get some, because we're going to need a lot of this stuff. Alright, so it wants us to build the first base, build a living compartment, establish your base. Living compartments are where your oxygen will refill and where you can place some equipment. Now that's handy. Press Q. I can also get oxygen in the ship. And I'll show you this. How do I enter the ship? E. You see my oxygen bar on the left bottom go up. The blue bar is stamina. And the red bar is my health. Press Q. Well, let's do that. So for the base we need some iron plates and 5 cement, which we had already been provided in the ship. So that helps. Let's just keep the door here. And it wants us to place a workbench in our base. That's done. It wants to create a crate, I think. Oh no, electric panel. Electric panel to support more equipment. Craft the necessary parts. So we need 2 cables and 1 cement. Alright, so we can craft that here, I guess. 1 cement. Now right click, you can actually pin the recipe. But if I shift click, it will actually make as many cement as I have the resources or the raw materials for. Very handy. And we need a couple of these. So we need copper ingots, which we get from copper ore. I don't know if that's enough for the... Yeah, we have enough, okay. So we'll just put the electric panel behind this workbench. You can extend your base by placing other living compartments side by side. Yeah, that's great. Let me start farming here a little bit. And for the compartment I needed cement and iron plates. I'm just gonna farm a little bit. Always wise. Crafting some more complex items. Before you can create more advanced machines, you'll need some new equipment. Great. Use the build menu to place a plant grower in your base. It's essential for sustainability. Because that's, in a way, what we're going to eat. So I hope you like your greens, because that's what we're going to get. So you can see some of the resources: copper ore, cobalt ore, quartz, cobalt, iron. Let's go back in. I probably want to build another compartment though. There we go. What I found while I was playing the game is that you really don't need much of a base, to be honest. You don't need to really build a big base, which is slightly disappointing. Because everybody loves base building. Plant grower, we need 2 rocks. Okay, let's just dig some more soil. Because that's the favorite part of survival games for me. The base building. Alright. We did that. We wanted the grower. Oh, I actually used... Did I use all the rocks to create cement? That was really stupid. Okay, let's get some rocks. Okay, that should be enough. Let's put the baby right here. So, to gather resources more quickly, find a large iron deposit and place a miner next to it. So you can see that everything that you build is kind of automatically on your hotbar. So I'll remove that, because it's annoying, to be honest. We want a miner. So right click, so I can see what I need. I need 3 iron plates, some cement. And for that I need iron ingots. 1, 2, 3. I hope I have it. Perfect. So an iron deposit is pretty close to the base. And this is a prologue, so the map is always the same right now when you play. Oh, let's pick that up. Let's go. So that starts mining for you. 15 ore per minute. Not bad. Build an assembling bench. It will allow you to craft advanced parts, machines and items. What do we need for that thing? Iron plate, gear, cable. Let's see if I have the copper for the cable. Okay, so we have the 2 cables here. I need 2 more iron plates. I don't have the iron ingots for that. And also for gears, I'm going to need iron rods, so I need quite a bit of iron. And in the meantime, I'm just going to run around while my machine is gathering the iron for me. As far as I know, there's no event that replenishes the resources. Like in PlanetCraft, you have your meteor strikes and meteor attacks that will drop more resources on your planet. So that will get replenished, but in this game I've not seen that. So maybe that is something that will be with the full release or early release of what they're planning to do. I'm not sure. So at some point in this game, if you don't get that automation going, you really have to walk very far to get more and more iron, or copper in most cases. That's why it's pretty smart to start an automation process as soon as possible. Okay, now you can see actually that the machine stops because it is full. 20, not much, but we'll have to do. Okay, so let's get this going. And you can keep shift clicking and it'll add 10 and 10 until 30. I think you can only program it to do 30 at once. Alright, I need 2 iron plates. Then I need 2 gear, which is 6 rods. Okay. Assembling bench. So we have unlocked some recipes. Let's have a look at that actually. So now we can build a forge which transforms raw iron and copper ore into ingots. So that will automate that process for you. That's very handy. You can see that it uses power. Then we have the advanced miner is already available. This goes a lot faster and is able to store a lot more, for example, iron. So we want to replace this one with that advanced miner ASAP. Then we have a water pump, we'll get to that later. A beacon so you can find your way home, it's not really important. A wind turbine is very important because that is one of the few things that will generate power for you. So we need 5 iron plates and 4 iron rods. Well, let me get some iron here. Oh, and we can also build a craft, an oxygen tank. That might be very, very worthwhile. So you can see that there's a lot of new blueprints unlocking, and it can be a little bit overwhelming, but it's really not too complicated, to be honest. It just takes a little bit getting used to. More advanced machines will require a lot of electricity. Each power source, such as a wind turbine, is automatically connected to a local network that powers nearby machines. You can just dump it anywhere. You don't have to hook up cables or wiring or anything like that. It just goes automatic. Where do I can find that oxygen? Is probably this one. It's an oxygen capsule. I don't need that. I need this thing. I need 3 copper plates. I don't have enough. Okay, we have to find copper. Okay, so I can make the oxygen tank now. Increases by 70. I think I have to equip this, don't I? Yeah. So now it goes 170. That helps a lot. What else can we do? So this is the food stuff. Hold on. You can actually see the food that builds up. So what you can do is, I believe it's this workbench. You can create a food can. I'll just do 10, which uses all this green stuff. Organic. Generic term for it. Probably collard greens and kale. Very healthy. Alright. We want to build a wind turbine. So let's get that blueprint. Tag there. Iron plate and iron rod. So I can actually do this. As soon as I have the advanced crafter, click on that, I will hook up a forge, so we don't have to constantly create these iron ingots ourselves. Then that forge will do it for us. It's going to speed up the process. Alright, so we need 5 iron plates. Okay, and then we need 4 iron rods. Whoa. Okay, power. Where is it? There's it at. Okay. So you can see that as soon as you build something, you get new blueprints unlocked for you. Yeah, create an advanced miner. We need quite a bit of iron for that. Let me go fetch that. We have the cement. For the rest, it's all iron, iron-based materials: iron plate, iron rod, and gear. So let's get that going. All right, some more iron rods. More iron gear, and that is enough for the advanced miner. Now I can deconstruct that one and get some materials back, so that would have helped too. But all right, advanced miner. Let's put that there. Then I can dismantle the holding the X. So get some materials back. You can see actually that this goes a lot faster. Look at how fast this goes. And it has a lot more storage availability. Okay, we use conveyor to connect the advanced miner to a forge. Okay, that's a good idea. We want to get a forge going though. Let me first get that going. So we're going to really start this automation process. I'm normally not a big fan of automation stuff, but this game it's fun. Until it very likely later on gets way too complicated. Okay, forge. Yeah, we have that all. So as soon as you hook up an assembly line here, that it's going to come out of the back here. You want to kind of, you can See, the forge has 2 arrows where it goes in and where the materials, or well, the smelter materials come out, I should say. So let's put it this way. And then we can do the assembly. And connect here. Hopefully that goes. Let's see. Okay, there you go. So it should automatically select the recipe for iron ingots. Very, very handy. Completed automation. You can actually see that it uses all its full power, so has been provided. The atmosphere has a very low percentage of oxygen introduced on vegetation to create a sustainable source of oxygen. Right, so we have to install that water pump. Then it can actually connect to some sort of a biodome, very similar to Planet Crafter. But okay, so this is going to create ingots for us. Look at that go, it goes way faster. As you can see, we now need this from rubber, which you can actually make from organic materials. Let's see, I think you make it here. Nope. Oh, rubber. Okay. So that creates 6 rubber. This needs... I wish I could hover over, but I can't. So there's 3 belts. I think I only need 2 for the rotor. 1 for each rotor. No, I need more. Damn it. What I prefer doing, actually, since I played it a little bit, is I prefer to put down another advanced miner at the copper place, even though it's quite a walk, because otherwise you have to run around and it's just a real pain. So I'm going to do that, actually. You can see some other nodes. There's quartz. I think this is a large iron one, which we really don't need anymore. The nodes don't deplete, at least not that I've seen. Wouldn't surprise me if that's going to be part of the game at some point. And this is where the copper is. Let's turn that baby around. Get going here. Right. So I basically have to pull a whole assembly line through there with the forge and everything, and then yeah, it's quite a ways. I'll just put that thing down here. Who cares? Okay. Use build menu to create a tree greenhouse. Okay. Could have called it just a biome, a biodome. And for that we need glass, iron plate, cement, and organic. Let's build a greenhouse. Well, I should slap it here somewhere. Where's the pipe? Yeah, it is, okay. So let's line it up a little bit. Then this thing, I need iron plate. Okay. Start terraforming the planet with a ground fertilizer to create vegetation. This thing basically creates organic material. Where's that thing at? Let's see, creates organic material. It doesn't have full power, by the way. It only shows 79%, 100% water, so that's fine. So let's put another... Oh, we can actually build a solar panel and an exterior lamp. Great. I'm just going to focus on this. Wind turbine. We'll just stand here next to it and they will just... yeah, it doesn't really look pretty. But it works. Okay, so how much is the power? We produce 14. We only demand 6. Now that also depends on these machines, because as soon as this one starts running, I think that actually right now it's not using any power because it's standing kind of idle. Yeah, see. So now we have using 8 because these 2 are being used. Alright, start terraforming the planet with a ground fertilizer. This thing. That actually uses 5. So I'm actually going to put some more power down first. Let's dig some more rocks up. And yeah, the beam is dependent on your stamina, so as you can see, as soon as I start digging, that stamina bar goes down. Kind of strange, Not sure why that would be related to stamina. I don't think that's... I think they should probably change that, to be honest. It's a machine that I'm holding, and I'm not sure if I get exhausted from pressing that button. Now we have to look at the water demand, though. This demands 30 liters per second. This demands 50 liters per second, and this provides 100 liters, so we can actually hook these two up. I just have to put a little splitter in between, somewhere here. It's not going to look pretty. How's this going to work? I should probably take this away for a second. Okay, so you can remove it with the X. I should probably have thought about this before. It should connect. So that goes there. And let me use this one here to connect this. Just drag it to the soil. Is this all going now? Yeah, this is working. Where's the intake? Let's do it there. Alright, I'm gonna get some more iron because I'm gonna need to make some more plates to create the pipes. It says we completed terraformation. Well, part of the tutorial, I guess. I'm just following the tutorial. At some point I will put all these part producers down that will make us the plate and the rods. Really important, otherwise you just go crazy at some point. Okay. Let's hook that up. Great thing is it will find a way even if it goes through other buildings, as you can see. So it doesn't stop anything. Everything's working just fine. So you can click on the journal, the J. Explore the planet to find other useful resources. You can kind of see here that these things, the moment you build them, they will unlock other items. Now we did all this. This is the tutorial completed. Next objective. So we'll just work on that. Let's see what I can actually build here. The building that we want to look for is a warehouse. This thing. In order to get the warehouse, we need a container. So we're going to build that one first. There's nothing wrong with the container either way. It's a nice way to stockpile some items that are being produced. So now we want to build that storage. You can see where the products are supposed to go in and where you can actually take them out. I'll just do that here for now. This is not an item I'm gonna keep, by the way. Will be replaced with a warehouse. Okay, there we go. Now it should unlock the warehouse at some point. There it is. So when you build something, the necessary items will be taken first from those stored in a warehouse. So you can actually hook this forge up to a warehouse, and when you're crafting at your bench, it will automatically take them out of your warehouse. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that concept. I'm going to put an advanced miner down on the rock, so we'll can get some cement easier, so I don't have to dig into the soil. There we go. What do we need for the forge? An iron plate and one more cement. Well, let me pick up these rocks. Yeah, by the way, you might be seeing that in the distance. So the ongoing joke is that these are not mountains, but that is actually a wave that is coming for us. There's nothing I can do about this, so there's no point for me to run up that mountain, or up that hill or whatever, because that wave is pretty much a tsunami coming in. And yeah, it's part of the mechanism of this prologue. You will see that it's a recurring event. There's really no reason to panic. The only thing that it does, to be honest, is it doesn't destroy your base. Now we get the warning. We don't have the plates. Yeah, I can't even reach it. On the right top, it shows that I need 14 at least to get there. Right. So the wave will only destroy your wind turbines. Your power supply, I should say. So the rest is all intact. So what we can do is we can actually quickly dismantle this if I have the time for this. So I can actually save the resources. Because this will be the only... I'm actually going to leave 2 up so you can kind of see what's happening. And let me get some oxygen. I hope I can stay outside because then you can see what the game does. Okay, let's go. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. There we go. So you're probably going to wonder how we are going to survive. So we're actually flying up. I'm not sure how I can show that to you, but we actually climb up. As you can see, it demolished those 2 wind turbines. That's really all it does as far as I know. And as you can see, there's hardly anything. Wind turbines don't need many materials, so it's really easy to replace. Oh, well. It ain't pretty, but okay, it works. As you can see, we really don't spend time in the base. It's also not a real reason to go to the base, only besides for crafting some items. But yeah, there's no information screens like I mentioned before, like a planet crafter, which kind of would make sense. Probably is going to be part of the main game where you can actually see your power inside your base, so you don't have to constantly run to a wind turbine to see how much you're using and how much is idle. All right, there we go. See, it will connect. It doesn't matter how it's going to get there. The game will connect it, even if it, as you could see before, even if it goes straight through buildings. But right now, the rock is coming here, and it's going to be turned automatically to cement. Now, the only thing that I want to build right now real quick is, if I can, is this analysis radar scans the planet for large ore deposits, so you can actually see on the map where something is located, so you can actually start tapping into that node. And it doesn't matter where I put it, I'll put it somewhere really nice. Here. Great. So now when we click on the map, you can actually see the deposits. This is where we are located. Little arrow here, and a little house. So we have the iron deposit next to us. Iron. Quartz is over here. Copper. You think, hey, that's actually pretty close. And that is on top of that mountain. Let me show that to you. That's on top of that mountain over there, right in the back, all the way in the back. So that's quite a ways. There's also a large cobalt deposit that is in front of the mountain. That's actually right there, that black thing. So that's the cobalt deposit right there where my crosshairs are. And the copper is up there somewhere. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it here. I really like this game, so I will be doing another episode on this. I will just do a little series. Everything is very smooth. I really like the menus. It's going really quick. But right now this is of course easy mode because it's just a prologue. They don't want to make it too difficult yet. So I'm really curious as to see how the full game is going to pan out. The only thing that I really don't like, and I think that this is what most people have been leaving as a review, is the whole connection stuff. These pipes, they go straight through buildings and it's just a mess. But yeah, for the rest, I really like this game. I think this is very, very promising. So let me make sure I don't die. Let's go back in before I run out of breath. Alright guys, appreciate you watching this with me, and hopefully I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.